You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take 7 March 2015. When I was 15 years old, I began studying philosophy, theology, logic and formal argument, Socratic method, psychology, Carl Jung, a complete history of, and existentialism. When logic became the backbone of my existence, and theology ends prejudice, yes, I studied theology of all things to end prejudice. Nothing quite helped me identify who I am like existentialism, the study of why we exist. I'm not doing this for you. I have too much Ayn Rand in me to ever write for others. I'm doing this for me, because for the first time in 20 years, I don't know who I am anymore, and I can't find me. I was recently challenged with the question, why do I exist? I like to think I put up a hell of an argument, though he may disagree. In all honesty, it's a question I haven't stopped thinking about since. Who am I? I knew the answer once. I exist to conquer death. Death has it in for me, and I for him. We never quite learned how to get along. I think he's determined to take me. I, on the other hand, have different plans. So I run from him. I hide. We're waiting it out to see who wins. But I live knowing he will win, and someday he will defeat me. For me, there is no afterlife. There is no second chance. It's why I live life to the fullest now. It's why I smile and laugh and love and live as deeply as I know how, because this is all we have. Every choice I make is with this in mind, that this life right here, right now, is all I've got. And I could never live with myself if I squandered this. Yes, this mindset has shaped my morals and ethics, but that is for another time. It isn't fear of death that keeps me running, certainly not fear of the end. It is simply fear of being forgotten. I am terrified I won't be remembered. For if we are not remembered, what lives have we truly lived? I can't help but think about this. This fear drives me in every choice I make. So many people like to say their grandchildren are their legacy, but how many of us can recall the names of our great-great-grandparents? Let's face it, your legacy will forget you. And in 3 generations, they won't even know that their dislikes for mixing foods comes from you, which came from a long line of grandfathers who didn't like mixing their peas with carrots. Or that their incessant impulse to lie stems from a multi-generation legacy they never knew. I have dedicated my life to the truth to compensate for the generation of liars I have stemmed from. If there is one truth I am certain of in me, I do not lie. There's been enough falsified records throughout human history. I refuse to contribute to that. We strive to record our history books so that we will know where we came from and so we can learn from our past. We never learn. I've studied more than 6,000 years of human history. All I see is the human race making the same damn mistakes over and over again. Rule number 1, you don't burn the books. Rule number 2, you don't destroy the artwork. Hopefully we will try to remember that when next we imperialize a nation. After 6,000 years, you'd think we'd learned that lesson. So back to my point. Why do I exist? I don't live to preserve the human race or contribute to our culture. I don't exist to please a deity who may or may not approve of my choices so that I may have a choice at an afterlife or a happy ending. I exist to be remembered. I write so that I may be remembered. I wish to say to the world, I am someone worth remembering, because I am. And what about me is worth remembering? Well, that's my story, isn't it?